I'm Wongster 1970, and today I'm going to be doing some maintenance on the Troy-Bilt 2700 PSI pressure washer. Something happened to the pressure washer and it doesn't want to start anymore. So I'm thinking that it's the carburetor. Probably needs a good cleaning. I'm going to clean the carburetor up, install a maintenance kit that carb maintenance kit that I have, and change oil and maybe put a fuel filter in it if I have clamps for it. And I got a spark plug. So let's get started. What I'm going to be doing is pinching off the fuel line. There's the fuel line. Here's the air filter. Looks good. I think I replaced that last year. Move that out of the way. The black wire's on the right. If it'll come off. Now let's see if I can get into this one. Okay, there is a spring on here. Linkage here, automatic choke here, there's an O-ring, so it looks like that's all they have. One there's an O-ring. This is a carb kit that I got, 796612. I think I ordered this off of Amazon. Okay, let's take a look at what we got in this carb kit. Got an O-ring, needle, pin. Nope. And they did include a seat. Sump gasket, the bowl gasket, and two gaskets. And a new washer for the bowl nut. So let's get this carburetor and take it apart, see what we got. Bowl nut is secured with the bowl nut is a 13 millimeter. Let's take a look in here. It's not really a whole lot to these carburetors. I should run this through the ultrasonic cleaner. A little bit of dirt in the bottom. I think I'm going to do is fire up the ultrasonic cleaner and run that through. See if I can get it clean. It feels a little gritty. Okay, I'm going to be putting the bowl nut in here. And take a look at this. I'm going to see if I can blow this seat out. getting compressed air into the fuel inlet. But that one does not want to come out. It's evidently pretty hard. Well, did now. Came out now. Flew across the garage somewhere. So we got that. I'm just going to put this whole thing in. It looks like this might come off. And that's what it looks like now, and we'll see it again after I get everything run through the ultrasonic cleaner. We're going to be doing a compression test on this. So it's 60 psi. That's not great. I'd prefer to about 90, but this does have a compression release on it, so it should run at that. If not, I'm going to have to look into maybe making sure the valves are within spec, the valve lash. But like I said, that should work. So let's get the carb. Okay, I got everything cleaned up. I'm going to be installing the seat. And the little groove on here, these rings, go up inside. I'm using this Tecumseh tool, part number 670377. You can also use this to pull the old seals out. I forgot that I had this, but you just insert the seal into there, and it should just push up in place. Looks like it's in there good. You can see the seat down in there. It's in there good. I'm going to get the needle. Oh, yes, the needle. Put that on the float, like so. Sit that down in there. This is a non-adjustable float, so it is what it is. The pin in there. It seems to be pretty good. I'll put this bowl seal on. Install the bowl. New gasket. Clean to seal all of the surface area on the nut up. Snug that up. You don't have to go super tight on it. There we go. Now it's all ready to go back on the engine. Okay, I'm going to be installing the new O-ring. Putting the carb back on. This linkage here is for the throttle. This linkage here is for the automatic choke. And this is the spring, I think, is for the governor. There we go. Those are bolts. Snug both of these up good. going to see about putting a fuel filter in here. I did find a fuel filter. This is Prime Line 7-02357-1. I think I got this from Advanced. I think what I'm going to do is slide this back up on here first. Put our clamp back on. Make sure I don't have any interference. I think I'm going to put this on first, and then make sure that I've got enough room for this. Putting a gasket on here, and the gasket there's 3 little tabs on here to push the gasket into. And I'm going to hook up the red one on the left. Put the breather line back up into the back. This is just plastic, so you don't want to go crazy with this either. Now, let's see how much room I have. Looks like I have a decent amount of room. I'm going to get this up there. Maybe cut off in here. Put that fuel filter about right here. I'm going to be installing a new spark plug. Part number 496-018S or 5092. It's a replacement of the RC12YC. Picked this up from Walmart. Gonna install a spark plug. I checked the gap. It is gapped at 30 thousandths. Gonna snug this up. Should be about 18 foot-pounds. See if it'll start on me here. That's in the wrong position. Let's see. Okay, that sounds good. She's just a little grumpy. Cover back on there. Air filter on. Cover back on. And I should see if I can change oil on this. I think if I tilt it backwards I can get the oil out. I'm going to go and do that quick and I'll be back. I laid the pressure washer, tilted it back so I could drain the oil out, because whenever I installed this replacement pump, it's blocking the oil drain in the bottom. But this will work. So once I get all that drained down, I'm going to fill her back up, which I think is probably about empty now. Doesn't hold much. There's our oil. Looks like it definitely needs replaced. I'm going to be installing this premium 4-cycle small engine oil. Got from Walmart. I'll probably only take a small portion of this. Check her again. Yep, it should be good. Not the full line. I'll double check it after I run it for a little bit. That took about 3/4 of a quart. So that should do it for this. And I'll do some pressure washing. That'll do it for cleaning the carburetor, installing a fuel filter, replacing the spark plug, checking the compression, changing the oil on this Troy-Bilt pressure washer. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and stay safe. Thanks for watching.